Kaydene here, and I help people like you to build happy, healthy relationships. Today, I want to talk about minimizing contributions and how it affects a relationship. Let's talk about it. In these arguments, couples usually argue over finances or who's contributing more or less in the household. And the person who's contributing less, who's making less income or no income at all, is usually left to feel like what they are doing, what they're contributing, isn't enough or appreciated. Also, on the other hand, the person who has the greater responsibility financially usually feels like everything is on them. They're doing everything. Saying things like, "It's my house, I pay all the bills. Is that all you do around here? You're not doing enough," can break someone's spirit and make them feel less valuable. We have to be mindful of the things we say to each other, even in the midst of anger. You remember, we can't take back the words that's already been said. So instead of living with regret, we can just calm down and speak to each other in a respectful way. Most times, those arguments are coming from a deeper place and not necessarily because you are angry with your partner. But if you are the person who has the greater financial responsibility, most of the times you may be overwhelmed because you have so many things to pay for, so many people to make sure they're good. You have to make sure all the bills are paid, the kids are fed, wife, girlfriend is okay, and you probably have outside expenses, and things can get overwhelming, and there's a great responsibility there. Most of the times we don't know if we're able to live up to those responsibilities, and when we get attacked by our partner for not doing something or not helping out at home, and we already feel overwhelmed, that can really be stressful and cause a big problem in the relationship. On the flip side, if you are the person who takes care of the household, care for children if you have children, clean, wash, cook, having to take care of yourself, take care of your partner, make sure their clothes are good, their meals are made, the house is clean, those are all big responsibilities. And sometimes that person can be made to feel like because they do not go out and earn money outside, that the work they do is not enough. And so um, we belittle each other, put each other down, say things like, that's all you do. All you do is stay at home, and what do you do around here? And yeah, you cook and clean, but what else do you do? Well, that can be really, really damaging to someone's mental health, because what we have to remember that the things that we say to people, most of the times they're already feeling that way about themselves. So that person may already feel like they're not contributing enough, or trying to take less care of themselves just to focus more on making everyone else around them happy. And so to hear those words come from the mouth of the person they love can really, really be damaging to one's mental health. Because if you think those things about yourself, like you're not enough, you're not valuable, what you're doing is not enough, and then the person you love confirms it, that can be really, really damaging. Remember, the problem is never the real problem. So I advise that you sit with yourself and ask yourself some really important questions. Am I really mad about that? Is something weighing me down? Do I feel like I'm not able to talk to my partner about this? And really get to the root of what the real problem is, because you will only keep damaging each other with your words, with your aggression, your anger, passive aggressive behaviors if you do not find the root cause of why you're consistently arguing and come to some kind of agreement on how you guys are going to move forward. Communication is the most important thing in a relationship, and I find that in relationships nowadays it's hard for people to communicate. They don't communicate, and if a problem arises, the next person don't agree with you, you know, they shut you out, they disappear for a couple days, and if they come back around, the problem is never dealt with. So it's important to address the real issues, and you must speak to yourself first and find out what is it that is causing you to feel this way, this overwhelming feeling that you have to speak to each other in this way. So, talking about things is very, very important. I strongly suggest talking with your partner. You two sitting down together, no judgment, no anger should enter the chat, just you both, and talk about what is really, really bothering you. And I think being honest with each other will start will give you guys a great start at working your issues out. And sometimes that honesty is not going to be the things you want to hear. They're not going to say it maybe in the most loving way, but maintaining respect and understanding that this is their feelings, this is how they feel, and you have no right to tell them um, how to feel or to try to change how they feel. The best solution is coming together, working together to achieve the greatest good that you can achieve. But anger solves nothing. Belittling each other, beating each other up doesn't solve anything. So if you truly want to be together, you truly love each other, and you know that that's what you want to do, then you have to remember that communicating, respecting each other is vital for the survival of the relationship. Please leave a comment below if you have gotten anything from this. If you find any value in what I am saying, please let me know. I love to read your feedback and hear what you think. Have a great one. Love you guys. And stay happy and healthy.